From this video onwards, I'll be chanting Narayaniya slokas and will share the meanings to the extent possible by me. Kindly follow and subscribe to my channel if you like this content. Your comments and advices too are most welcome. Thank you. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Om Shri Guruvayurappa Sharanam. We'll start with the first sloka of Narayaniya. सान्द्रानन्दावबोधात्मकमनुपमितं कालदेशावधिभ्यां निर्मुक्तं नित्यमुक्तं निगमशतसहस्रेण निर्भास्यमानम् अस्पष्टं दृष्टमात्रे पुनरुरु पुरुषार्थात्मकं ब्रह्मतत्त्वं तत्तावद्बाधि साक्षात् गुरुपवनपुरे हन्द Bhagyam Jananam. In this sloka, Sri Bhattacharya starts with explaining the reality, Brahman. Tad Brahma Tattvam, which is pure bliss and consciousness. And Anupamitam means unparalleled or which cannot be compared with anything else. And which has no limitations and always free. Nitya Muktam. And yet, this is aspashtam, not clear. And the realization of this by our own self is the highest purushartha, that is moksha. This very reality shines the concrete form in Guruvayur. What a good fortune for people. Handa Bhagyam Jananam. To summarize, the poet describes Brahman in both its aspect, Nirguna and Saguna, that is impersonal absolute and personal God. Every verse in this work, Sri Bhattacharya addresses the God, Krishna of Guruvayur, who is described as manifest in the image of Guruvayurappa. And Guruvayurappa has given his approval for this explanation by nodding his head. Thus, in the opening sloka itself, Sri Bhattacharya has presented the complete Vedanta Tattva. Now we'll go to the second sloka. Evam durlabhya vastунयपि सुलभतया हस्तलब्धे यदन्यत् तन्वा वाचा धिया वा भजति बद जनक्षुद्रदैव स्फुटेयम् एते तावद्वयं तु स्थिरतरमनसा विश्वपीडावहत्यै निःशेषात्मानमेनं गुरुपवनपुराधीशम् एवाश्रयामा. The poet continues, Durlabhya vastунयपि, a thing of this nature which is difficult to get, in spite of being so easily available, the people pursued other worldly pleasures. Tanva vacha dhiya va means by body, speech or mind. Shudrada eva, alas, lamentable. But, however, the devotees of Guruvayurappa, with our mind firmly resolved, Siradhara Manasa, for eradication of all our sufferings, Nisheshatmanamenam Gurubhavanapuradisham, surrender ourselves to the Guruvayurappa, who is the soul of all beings of the universe. That is to say, the poet regrets that living presence of God being accessible in the temple of Guruvayur, by worshipping whom the people can easily get liberation. People, ignoring this, pursued worldly pleasures with the hope of getting happiness, not knowing happiness does not come from worldly objects, and that worship of God and total surrender to Him alone can bring unlimited and permanent bliss. Now coming to the third stanza. Sattvam yattat parabhyam अपरिकलनतो निर्मलं तेन तावत् भूतेर्भूतेन्द्रियैस्ते वपुरिति बहुशः श्रूयते व्यासवाक्यं त्वल्सच्छत्वात् यदच्छादिदपरसुगचित् गर्भनिर्भासरूपं तस्मिन् धन्यारमन्दे श्रुतिमतिमधुरे सुग्रहे विग्रहे ते. Sri Bhattacharya looks upon the image of Guruvayurappa as God himself, and so he considered the image also as made of pure sattva, that is sattva rupam. Tatsvachatvat yadachadida parasuga chit garbha nirbhasa rupam. The image of Guruvayurappa being a concrete object, it is easy for the devotees to concentrate their mind in it. Even the thought of worshipping him comes only to a person who has accumulated purva punya. Tasmin dhanya ramante srudimati madure sugrahe vigrahe te. Now going to the fourth sloka. Nishkambe nityapurne niravadi paramananda piyusharube निर्लीनानेगमुक्तावलि सुभगतमे निर्मल ब्रह्मसिन्धौ कल्लोलोल्लासतुल्यं खलु विमलतरं सत्त्वमाहुस्त्वदात्मा कस्मान्नो निष्कळस्त्वं सकलैदिवचः त्वत्कलास्वेव भूमन्. Nishkambe, changeless. Nityarube, Nityapurne, that is ever full. Niravadi Paramananda Piyusharube, constituted by nectar of bliss, that is Paramanandam. And Nirlina Nega Muktavali Subhagadame, meaning extremely beautiful because of many muktas having merged in this rupam. Nirmala Brahma Sindhu, in the pure ocean of Brahman. To summarize, Brahman is compared to the ocean and the sattva from the sattva form of God to the waves. The ocean is changeless and ever full. Like by churning Palkadal, Amritam was obtained by constant churning of the ocean of Brahman with devotion, that is bhakti, only mukti can be obtained. We can go to the fifth sloka now. Nirvyaparopi nishkaranamaja bhajase yatkriyamitshanakyam tenaivodedi dilina prakrtirasati kalpavikalpadigale tasya samsuddhamamcham kamapi tamadirodhayagam sattvarupam sattvam dhrutva dhathasi swamahima vibhava kunda vaikuntha rupam. Nirvyaparopi nishkaranam. Further, continuing on the tattva of God, Bhattacharya writes, Nirvyaparopi, though beyond all activity, that is a mere witness. Nishkaranam, without any motive. He does take a form as incarnation, as the image of Guruvayurappa. As has repeatedly been written or told by our sages, God, that is the supreme existence or consciousness and bliss, is totally unobstructed even when he incarnates on earth, which he does on his own will when there is decline of dharma. Here we will recollect Bhagavan's sayings in Bhagavad Gita. Yada yada hi dharmasya glanirbhavati bharata abhyuthanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam धर्मसंस्थापनार्थाय सम्भवामि युगे युगे. നമസ്കാരം.